It is a story that we've been following all day. Vice President JD Vance's house was vandalized and the suspect is in custody. Cincinnati police and Secret Service arrested a 26-year-old after he was found outside the home with a hammer in hand. Now many are asking how this could happen and what comes next for the suspect. Joining us now is Dr. Patrick Oliver, Director of the Criminal Justice Program at Cedarville University. Thanks for being with us.
You're welcome.
Now, this is much different than your average break-in. This was the home of the Vice President of the United States. Secret Service was involved. So first, what is your reaction to all of this?
Well, I wonder what his motive was, what his intent was. Is he a lone actor? Is he acting with other criminal actors? What other weapons might he have? Is this an act of terrorism? So those questions just kind of jump out at me. It might just be the case of a mentally ill person, but we don't know yet.
Is it surprising to you that he was able to get this close to the Vice President's home?
Well, the Vice President of the United States has a Secret Service detail. He has a detail on his home. He has a Secret Service detail on his family. He has a detail on his residence in Washington, D.C., and they need to establish a perimeter. So it is a bit surprising he was able to get this close to his home.
What exactly goes into securing the home of someone like the Vice President, and how do those procedures change when that person either is there or is not there?
Well, when the person is there, there's going to be more resources, more people involved. When the the vice president is not there, there's going to be less, but there needs to be constant vigilance or watching his home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
What would we expect the security to be like on a weekend when the Vice President is at home?
I would expect multiple people to be there. I don't know if they're using both the uniform division and the plainclothes division of Secret Service, but they should be there. And there also should be support from the city of Cincinnati. So that's not something they're called to do, but that's something they want to do because the vice president lives in their jurisdiction.
Now, Hamilton County Municipal Court has charged the suspect with criminal damaging, obstructing official business, criminal trespass, and felony vandalism. Could this case elevate to the federal level because of who's involved, or is it likely going to stay local?
It could do either or both. Right now, they're local charges through Hamilton County Municipal Court, but there could be federal charges because the Secret Service could charge this individual with federal charges and take it to a federal level. So they have the ability to do that. His home property is federalized as long as he is Vice President of the United States. So they could issue federal charges.
All right, Dr. Patrick Oliver, Director of the Criminal Justice Program at Cedarville University. Thanks so much for being with us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.